your smile can't disguise the look of love. It's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you've got the look of love is on your.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Well, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Oh, good. I've been told I have a soft voice, so I was hoping we had this adjusted right. For those of you who are new here, my name is Reverend Drack, and I'm covering for our senior minister, Tracy, Reverend Tracy. She's at Lake Otay in Chula Vista, and she sent me a picture of it. It is gorgeous out there. Her and Pat are out there getting a much-deserved break, and Pat's doing some rowing. So I hope that they're having a good time still. So for those of you, this is your first time here, I say welcome. We welcome all paths, all beliefs. We celebrate them all because we know in our hearts that love, God's love, is a prevailing thread that is woven throughout it. So all are welcome here and welcome. We're glad you're here. And with me today up here is Diane Clemens. She's our practitioner of the day. Yes. She's also my godson because it was my turn to do that today. I'd signed up before I signed up for this. And if she hadn't have volunteered to step in for me, I'd be doing everything, which would have been quite a bit to do, wearing all those hats. So thank you, Diane. She'll be doing our invocation and prayer. And we have Jeff over on the keyboard, our director. And we also have, what's your name, Rick Dale? Yes, I've heard you before, just a very good singer. So he's back in the house with us today. So I'm looking forward to that. And before I even get started, does anybody know where the candle lighter is? Right underneath it, in the little slot. This is what happens when people are new to the system. On the right side. Thank you so very much for that. It's a good thing to know about. All right.
Jeff knows his house.
You checked it all this morning.
I'm not a pyromaniac.
Oh, you got to light you. So that's right. You got to do that. So we center ourselves, following the sound of the bowl. Deep into that space within ourselves that is quiet and still and perfectly balanced. We follow that space within ourselves knowing that we are at the center of our being, in truth, stillness and perfect harmony. And so it is.
Let us be still in this holy moment, giving thanks that we are here today. As we take in that first deep breath, let us breathe in all the positive energies of the universe. And as we exhale, let us release anything that is unlike perfection. Let us be here in this very moment, fully present in our minds and in our hearts. And let us give grateful thanks for this beautiful sanctuary, for all the volunteers, for our wonderful piano player, for than the power of disease. His mind in me knows only perfect action and perfect results. I join with God in the knowledge of perfect man, perfect life, perfect health. I erase from my own subconscious any pattern, ideal, or belief is contrary to God. I know that deep within me is the cleansing action of spirit, and my soul is delivered of all evil. I am healed by the perfect thought of divine mind. My consciousness is alerted to truth. My body responds to health. And today I shall have all the energy and vitality and strength I shall need to accomplish without strain. I shall have power at every moment. I shall have wisdom in every decision. God can never desert me, and his indwelling action shall maintain me in ease of body and clarity of thought. His mind is my mind now. I am strong, I am fearless, I am creative. I have nothing to fear and no evil to anticipate. The radiant eternal health of God is in every cell of my body, and the one mind maintains this health in me today. Da-da.
Good morning. Despite what the electric company may tell you, there is only one power. And the best way to access that power is to be still. So here's a song about being still by Harold Payne called I Open Up. In the stillness, in the silence, I feel the sacred surrounding me. I surrender to this moment. I open up and I find peace in the stillness, in the silence. I feel the love inside of me. I surrender to this moment. I open up and I find peace. Let my soul speak with each heartbeat, every breath I take. In the stillness, in the silence, I feel the love inside of me. I surrender to this moment. I open up and I find peace. Let my soul speak with each heartbeat, with every breath I take. In the stillness, in the silence, I feel the sacred surrounding me. I surrender to this moment. I open up and I find peace. I open up and I find peace.
Couldn't have been a more perfect song. So we light this candle for stillness. We light it for the balance that we all have a natural innate ability to tap from within. We light it for the stillness and the motion and the motion and the stillness, because that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm so happy to be here today and to see all of your faces out there. This is my first day up here. Oh, well, thank you. This month we've been talking about focusing on movement as a principal expression of who we are and of life. Last week, Reverend Tracy talked about how the motion from within us leads to motion without, social movement. And she talked about how we all carry this movement inside, and this natural innate power, but a lot of times we don't know it. We don't recognize that this is something we carry within and that we do matter. It's real. She also talked about how we need sometimes to have things to push against because motion is friction, but that it doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. Thank goodness for that. And we'll touch on that today too. And she reminded us that we are all this movement, that this is who we are, and that's what we have to give to the world in all kinds of different ways. That we have that power within us that we often underestimate. And so that's where I am taking up today, is talking about that power that we have inside and what that means. Are there any Spider-Man fans out here? Okay, Ed. Ed's my man. He likes a lot of the same things I do. Anybody else? Oh, all right. Just the comics. Well, I was going to say, if any of you have read the Marvel comics or have seen any of the slightly older movies, the newer ones are a little different. The older ones, there's, of course, Peter Parker, who's Spider-Man. His Uncle Ben has that one iconic line that he says to him. Peter, he says, with great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility.